All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the very first episode of my podcast, my brainchild, called A Million Ways to Make a Dollar. Um,
Nice.
so this has been an idea of mine in my head for a minute, probably about a year and a half, and I was just sitting on it. And actually, the guest who I'll be interviewing this evening, she actually motivated me to go ahead and move forward with it. So
Oh,
this is special, and I'm happy that she decided to come on. And
oh.
I'm gonna. Would you like to introduce yourself, or you want me to introduce you?
I can introduce myself. Hi everybody. My name is Stacey Warr. I am the owner and CEO of the London.
Yes.
So I'm not in camera. Um, yes, this beautiful, beautiful perfume. And what motivated me to start my own fragrance is honestly I've always known that I wanted to be a business owner. Um, and this was like last year when I had got sick, and I also got fired while I was in hospital. It was that day I decided to, you know what? I think it's time to start my own business. I didn't like any of the jobs that I've had. Unfortunately, not that they weren't good jobs, they were great jobs. They were great jobs. I definitely enjoyed my time there and the people there, but it wasn't for me. And so I decided to go into business. The London, I've always had that name, but me starting a fragrance, it just kind of came to me.
Okay. I like it. I like it. So there you have it, Miss Stacey Warr, CEO, boss chick. Yeah,
Thank you.
have to respect it. So I wanted to ask you, because you sound like that you always wanted to start have your own business. Do you remember your first dollar, the first dollar that you ever made? Like how did you make it?
Oh, from my business?
No, 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 no. Just overall in life. Like the very first time that you made a dollar and was like, damn, I like money.
The
Like,
first time, I think was when I first started working. I started working at Checkers,
okay,
the
okay.
restaurant. That was my first job, and so when I got my first paycheck, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was like, "Oh my god,
Yes.
this like payday feels amazing!" Like all that work that I had to do, and then like when I finally got paid, I was like, "Oh yeah, I
Okay.
definitely want to keep going."
You know
So
that.
yeah.
That's yeah. I remember because I started working at Burger King. Um,
Oh really?
as soon as I turned 16, it wasn't even a week after I turned 16. I had my work permit, and somebody told me they was hiring. I went up there, and that first check, I was like, my grandma can put me out. Like she can't tell me enough. I have enough money to sustain.
Do you know how much you got paid an hour? I remember how much I got paid an
It was
hour.
like 750, seven
Really?
fifty an hour, 750 an hour. Mm-hmm.
I was getting paid $6.40 an hour.
Ooh.
And I thought I was big money. This is back in 2018.
Oh, okay.
No, 2008. 2008.
Like
I was
2008.
no, this is 2008.
Minimum wage was higher than that. They was playing with you. Good God.
And this was 2008. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
this is
yeah,
2006. 2006. Were you in Maryland?
I was in Maryland.
You was in Maryland. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had just graduated high school and I started working that summer before I went to college.
Okay. Okay. Which you went to Morgan State, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely bear capital, bear down.
Listen,
Everything bear. I understand.
we are the best HBCU, and I know a lot of people won't agree.
That's fine.
And it's okay, but it's like I love Morgan, and I
Oh,
love the people that came out of Morgan.
doing big things like
I know, right?
fragrance lines.
Like it's crazy. Like it's really crazy. But I had such a good time. I had like an amazing time. I made so many friends, so many connections, and like to this day, like the girl, like this wig
Oh,
is from a young lady named Rita from Morgan. Shop the
mm,
hair we wear, and so
okay.
I support my bears for sure.
Well, thank you. Um, so you already discussed why you did a fragrance line. Because you know a lot of people they selling clothes or head doing hair or selling hair and things like that. And
Mhm.
I thought that when I saw you on Twitter, advertising about your fragrance line, I was in the middle of a crisis. Like, man, like I work a 9 to 5. I still work.
Mhm.
So I'm like, but I need something else, like something else to supplement my income. I guess. I mean, I ain't trying to get rich off of this, hopefully, but but
Right.
but I saw it. I was like, that's the type of content I need, like because everybody isn't starting a fragrance line.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
nobody's doing a well, not really. You don't really see many.
I don't like you're the only one
Thank
like
you.
that I've seen. I'm not saying no one else is doing it, but
I think I've seen like maybe 4 or 5 fragrance, black owned fragrance brands, and they're all completely different,
okay,
like different content, like they're just so diverse in what they produce. So I think it's amazing. I'm glad I'm not, the only one, but I
I,
guess I am the only one in this area, maybe in the DMV area.
okay,
I think it feels good though if I am.
right. Listen. So how do you even start? Like you just woke up one day like did you have like a mentor or someone who you look to for advice, or did you solely like use the internet to do your research to find out even how to get started? Because that's a big jump. Like
It's a really big jump. So what I did, so I told you, I had lost my job. So I was in the hospital, just sitting there bored with nothing to do. And like getting fired was like the worst thing that can happen to me after already being sick in the hospital for already a week at that. And so I was like, I'm gonna let me do some research. So I literally was on Google. Only thing I had was my cell phone. I didn't even have my purse. And so I was like, what can I do that's free
hmm,
right
oh,
now? Google is 100% free. And so I just started screenshotting, taking notes in my notes app, and was just researching in the hospital until I was able to get out and go to the library and start doing more and more research, and I ended up figuring out a way to do it eh, that I could afford. So, and it's a great product too. Like my perfume is awesome. Like it's awesome.
it is. It is. And I was gonna get into it because I bought it. I know that
Mhm.
like at first we were supposed to do this like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
but I didn't feel right, not having the product. Like
Hmm.
it wouldn't even been authentic, you know. so
Yeah, I
I'm
understand.
like, let me go ahead and get this, and I'm glad I did. Like I was telling you, um, here we go, and
Hmm.
we'll put her contact information up so y'all can buy it as well. But
Yeah.
it smells very good. It's like I said, I think it's unisex. Even though you said that this is the female version.
Yeah, it's the woman's version.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's definitely it can be unisex for sure.
And you have a male version
Mhm.
that you're working on that should be rolling out soon.
Yeah.
You have a date for that or not yet? Or
Honestly, I was going to produce it, well, have it come out this fall, but I'm actually going to push it back to maybe the end of the year or early 2021.
okay. Oh,
And I have to for legal purposes.
okay. So listen, you don't want lawyers involved. I understand.
I don't want to get sued, so everybody is just going to have to wait, but I can show you.
Okay.
This is the box. It's called Black Tie.
Ooh, I'm right. I'm ready to pre-order now.
and it smells amazing. So when you open it up, it still has like the same cardboard that it does for the woman's fragrance. This thing here, take it out.
Are exclusive, y'all.
Yeah. So this is my men's cologne. It's called Black Tie.
Mm.
All black bottle for sure. This is gold. The outline is gold, and the words are in white. So this is it, and it smells amazing.
See,
And
you can't can't take your nose off of
you
it.
really cannot take it. It'll be the same price as the woman's fragrance, which is $70.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I like
it,
it.
it
I
smells amazing.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait till it come out. I'm definitely get it. Add it to
Hmm.
my London collection.
Yeah, for sure. Um, this I don't know, like this means like everything to even have two fragrances. Last year I didn't have anything.
Hmm.
Like last summer I didn't even have a notebook to
She.
even write this stuff in until like when I first started. I had my cell phone,
Hmm.
just my phone, the same one, to having two fragrances a little over a year later. It's amazing. So
So
oh
that's a testament to hard work and dedication, and also shows that I mean, I don't think you're a millionaire yet. I'm not in your financial business, but you're well on your way. But it can definitely change by tomorrow because last year, like you said,
mhm.
you didn't even have no book. It was all just the idea, basically.
Yeah,
Now you about to be pushing two fragrances.
two fragrances.
So I like it. I like it. So what are your long term goals for your business?
For the London, honestly, I want it to be a really big brand. I don't want to stick to fragrances. I want to go into cosmetics, skincare, apparel, accessories, handbags. I've designed about 5 or 6 handbags already,
Mm,
and 2 shades, 2 sunglasses.
okay.
And I pray one day I can, maybe 2021 or 20 early 2022, that I can have it out. So I really want to expand. I want to keep growing. I don't want to slow down like at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we should be looking for in the future. That
Yes.
was one of my questions. So,
Yes. It's so much more. Um, I don't want to just stay in one bubble. I really want to go as far as I can go. So, but these two fragrances, I work with a manufacturer to produce them, but
Mhm.
hopefully, like one day I have my own chemist
Hmm.
and I can design my own bottle, my own box, have my chemist, and be full on like an actual house. So one day.
So have you been to Italy?
I've never been to Italy, but I've been to London and I've been to Paris. I've never been to Italy, but I do, my manufacturer is based in Italy,
Right.
and I have to talk to them very early in the morning.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Yeah. They're the group of people that I work with, they are really amazing people. They're so nice. They have been nothing but supportive of my dreams and my goals. So I have literally no complaints as far as like business wise working with them. So I hope to visit Italy one day.
okay.
I really do.
So have you so since you started with the business, has there been any difficult challenges that you've run into that you like probably like, man, fuck this. like I don't like I don't
Oh my,
I don't know if I want to do this anymore. So,
I mean, So going into this, I knew that it would be a lot of challenges, and that's one of the things that I love about it is that every single day since I've decided that I was going to do this, I've learned something new.
Okay.
So it's not all bad, but I will have to say that editing,
Mm,
I didn't realize that I had to know at least like the basics of editing and photography. And so, learning a new skill is definitely a challenge. Also, like, with promoting, I'm still trying to figure out my niche
oh,
and what's my thing, what's will be like recognizable if people just see it, not just the name, but they just know. And so I'm still trying to figure out those little things. So it's really a every day is a lesson that I have to learn.
okay. I saw you had a commercial, right? You shot a
Yeah.
commercial, right? Because I think I saw it on live, I think I tuned in and watched it a little bit. Like it was like behind the scenes, and y'all was talking
Yes.
about.
Um I actually do have a commercial. Honestly, I want to reshoot it.
Oh, okay.
I want to make it better than what that was. Not saying like it wasn't bad or anything. I
Yeah,
actually
I
have
thought
the
it was
commercial.
okay.
Um and I don't mind, like, it's on YouTube. I'll have to send you the link. But I don't mind people seeing it. It's definitely like I feel like it shows like, you know, me learning the process of how all of this works. But I definitely want to reshoot it again. I have better ideas.
Okay. And
Than-
that's the biggest thing.
yeah.
Even getting started, like
Yeah.
because I told so I was starting a clothing line last
Mhm.
year, and it was called Hustlers Anonymous.
Mhm.
But so I printed out some shirts. I got them made up and everything, and I didn't really market it like I was supposed to. I sold it to like coworkers, friends, or whatever. It sat on it because I'm in my mind. I was thinking this has to be perfect. I didn't want the Hanes logo in the back of the shirt. I wanted the name of the company in the back of the shirt. I wanted them
Yeah.
brown. I just wanted everything to be perfect. And it's not going to be perfect starting
Mhm.
off. You have to learn from somewhere. Um,
Mhm.
and that's one of the biggest things. Like even with this podcast, like before I even like I said, it was marinating as an idea, and
Right.
it was going to just be an idea. And the one thing I learned from my clothing line is someone actually trademarked the name a year later in Seattle, Washington. So they actually have the clothing line. So I have these shirts that I can't do nothing with unless I want
Really?
lawyers to get involved.
The trademark thing is
Yes,
it's real.
yes, I
It's
cut them from my mouth.
real.
So and I was like, I looked it up because I was going to trademark it. Like, all right, let me trademark it. Ain't nobody thinking the same thing, the same idea. But lo and behold, someone in Washington had the same damn
Right.
idea. But
Mhm.
however, they jumped on it. so it's like getting out there and actually doing it is important. Did you
Yeah.
have any issues with like running your trademarks or anything
I'm,
like that?
I'm having an issue now,
Oh,
which is why I have to wait to drop my men's cologne.
okay,
Um I don't want to, if I drop it now, I could potentially hurt myself in the end.
okay,
So it was like I don't want to make that mistake, especially since like this is my baby. Like I love my women's cologne
mm-hmm,
to the death of me. Like this is like, oh, I with this perfume, this being my first fragrance, I learned so much from this one.
mm-hmm,
And that's why I'm so excited about my men's cologne, because it's like I have this chance to do it better
no,
than the first one. And so before I even put it out, I just don't even want to ruin a good thing.
okay,
So trademarks are a pain.
and but they're necessary.
They're very necessary. They're very necessary because I don't see myself as just a regular small, business. I really want to grow and be really big and be a luxury brand. So I'm speaking this into existence because it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Shit, you keep up, you keep working. It's going to happen. So, is there anything right now that you would do different with starting your brand that you?
Um, Business wise, there's a lot of things that I didn't know
Hmm.
or like I wasn't necessarily prepared for. And I've only been in business for 3 months. So I haven't, and I'm still new, I'm still fresh. So this is not necessarily a negative, but I, the process has been of a learning experience. And now I've been taking classes, I've been less on social media, more on um surrounding myself with people who do own their own business and following more people who have their own business and taking classes, looking at videos and doing my research, just trying to gain as much knowledge and education as possible.
Oh, okay. What did you major in at Morgan when you was at Morgan?
Family and consumer science with a concentration in fashion merchandising.
Oh, okay. Okay, look at you. Put
I
that to
know.
work. Okay, okay.
I know. I've always wanted to design, but I've always been attracted to shoes and handbags.
Hmm.
That's always been my thing. So the London for sure will have shoes. We will for sure have handbags
Okay.
and accessories for sure. I do want to do a pearl, but I'm gonna need some help with that one. That's like a big project for me.
It is, and with me even starting my clothing or trying to start my clothing line, it was a world. I'm gonna give another shot at it.
Well, I think you
But
should. I
that,
think you should. And I'll give you this advice because I didn't take this advice.
mhm.
Um Definitely, like when you think of a name, because since you can't use the name that you originally have, whatever names that you come up with, one, check the trademark database, uspto.gov. You can
Mhm.
have like a basic search the name there. You can also get an attorney to do like a more advanced search to
Okay.
make sure the name isn't out there, but definitely at least do that. Get your LLC, get all of that stuff situated,
First,
then do the product.
yes, because I was hustling backwards.
And I was hustling back. Well, I was hustling backwards, and luckily, like this happened to me. That the company that I'm having this issue with, that they even sent me an office action because I can deal with it now, and I can make the changes now before I blow up. And they come out of nowhere, and it's just like I need all the money you already made.
Right. So it's like a blessing, kind
It's
of
a
a
blessing and
blessing
it's
in
a
disguise.
blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because
And trust me, I didn't have this mindset like 2 weeks ago. I was hurt. I was crushed.
oh, okay. So this recently happened. So this was recent.
Yeah, this is recent.
Okay. Okay.
hmm This was recent. So, but I mean, like I said, it's a blessing in disguise. I can't even be mad at it because at the end of the day, I would rather them, we fix it and we figure it out now than me somehow going viral or something. Business goes amazing, and then next thing you know, lawsuit.
Yeah. And then they take everything.
And
Like
then they take everything, and I'm just like, oh my God, I worked that hard for no
like a
reason.
square one. Yeah.
Back to square one. Like, no.
I understand. Because it crushed me when I went to go look at the trademark. I was like, yeah, I'm ready to do it. And I seen the name. I was like, this must be some mistake.
Listen, like you would think like no one would have your name,
Mm.
and then it's like you go through the trademark process and it's like wow, like the London, what are the odds, you know? But they don't have my name, they have a similar name.
Okay.
But
Now this person had the whole name. Hus-
dang.
Hustlers Anonymous. And it was for clothing, because you know how you categorize whatever, you know,
Yeah.
it was for clothing. I said, hey, what's the odds? what
What
are,
are the odds? I'm telling you.
what are the, so someone in Seattle, Washington was sitting around just like me, like shit. I wanna start a clothing line.
Yeah, and I want to name it this too. I'm telling you, it's like all the ideas that you think of, you're not even the first person to think of it
No,
most of the time.
and and when you get an opportunity, you gotta jump on it. Because
Yeah, for sure.
opportunity do not come around. You may have other opportunities. Not saying that they won't, but that same opportunity to come around twice is it's not going to
It's
happen.
rare, yeah, and it's very rare too. So that's why it's like I really wanna wait and be sure before I put out my men's cologne so that it gets the all of the energy it really deserves. Like, cause it's really a bomb fragrance, and I'm not just sicing it because it's my own. It's really good.
Listen, toot your own horn.
I
Uh,
mean, if nobody else is,
what
I got
Wale,
to
what
myself.
Wale say? He said a quote said, "Don't hold your applause for me." So,
Yeah,
so,
facts.
so toot your own horn
Facts.
because you got to be your biggest advocate.
Yeah, for sure.
Always, because if you ain't a champion of it, you can't expect nobody else to be a champion. You know.
Yeah, for real. And that's very true. And it's like you really have to believe in yourself because if you don't, no one else will.
Yeah.
Nobody will. And you will receive so many doubts. So many you will receive doubts from people you wouldn't even expect to receive doubts from.
Hmm. Don't I know it?
Yeah, doubts, negativity, all of that. But like I think, you know, the things that happen in my life happen for a reason to make me a much stronger individual because now I can take heat.
Hmm.
I can take the heat now. Like the negativity and all that, it doesn't bother me.
My one of my motivations that I was telling my sister when I was telling her about the podcast,
Mhm.
um, is everything has a human element, no
Mhm.
matter what industry. So you can do it. It
Mhm.
can be done. Like even like when we was kids, like even as being a kid and you playing a game and you like, oh, I'm gonna make my own video game. It should be like this and that and that. As a kid, it seemed far fetched, but as an adult, you realize that's a
You can
human.
actually make your own
Right,
video
it can
game.
happen. like you just have to have the mindset, the work ethic, the determination, and
Mhm.
and the tough skin to be able to do it.
Mhm.
To pursue it, like because nothing's going to be given to you. First of all, um,
At all.
as I learned, so
At all.
you just have to do it. You just have to buckle up, put your big boy shorts on, your big girl panties on,
Mhm.
whatever, and go for it. And that's part of what this podcast is going to be about moving forward. And you definitely embody the spirit of the idea of the podcast.
Oh,
And
thank
and,
you.
and again, I'm happy that you came on.
Oh,
I was
of
actually
course.
I was actually thinking because I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I was doing you justice with you being the very first person because, like I said, this is a learning curve, and I'm like, man, that cologne thing is just serious. I mean, the fragrance line is serious, but here we are.
I
So,
know.
so hopefully, I get 10 million views.
You're definitely going to get some views. People are definitely going to view in and listen in. Like you don't have any worries. But it is going to take like some hustle to make sure people are listening in though.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only thing, but I do really appreciate, you asking me to do this because one, I feel like I really need to get like more comfortable on camera. I'm
Mm.
usually like playing the background, helping everyone else. So this is like the first time I have to like, kind of be a big girl and put myself out there. So um I definitely didn't want to turn down this opportunity. So I really, really appreciate you considering me more than you know. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you. So before we get out of here and wrap this up, do you have any advice for for anyone else who may want to follow in your footsteps or who have goals or dreams of starting their own fragrance line?
I'll say definitely educate yourself to make sure that fragrances and perfumery is something that you really want to do. Um, it's so much you can learn. The opportunities in this industry is endless. You can really do anything. You don't even have to sell fragrances. You can teach classes. You can do so much. And my advice to someone is to just start.
Mm.
Just start. Like whatever is holding you back, even if you don't have any money, I don't have any money. Um, just start. Put yourself out there. You will always wonder what would if. And that's always kind of been like my thing is to I don't want to what if my way through life.
Mm.
I refuse to. If it's something that I want to do or want to try, I'm going to go do it. Because at the end of the day, if I never do it, I'm always going to wonder like, what if I would have just stuck with it? What would have happened? And so like, perfumery really makes me happy. I really love it. Everything about it, everything that I'm learning. I can't wait to get in the lab due to COVID.
Oh yes. Ooh.
I can't, but I really can't wait to like get my hands on and start making these from scratch. Like I really can't wait for that day. But I would tell someone who wants to do perfumery, go for it. Don't stop. I don't care if no one supports you because at the end of the day, you put yourself out there, it's people out there who will support you. Most of my supporters are not people that I know.
Mm.
They
Understand.
are completely like completely strangers. I don't know them from anywhere. And they have been the ones who really pushed my fragrances and they've been promoting, they've been talking about my fragrances and they've literally been a really big part of me growing and me wanting to even be in this business. Like with my perfume, I carry a bottle with me everywhere I go.
Mm.
That's how much it means to me. Literally everywhere. Like just in the gym. I was in the gym yesterday. I was promoting my perfume. I poured it out. I'm like, here, you can spray it, you can smell it. You just never know. I feel like that's another tip of advice. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who's listening, you never know who's watching. And I may not have my big break yet, but I feel like I will. I talk about this perfume every day, all day, especially if I'm out. If I'm in the club, I pull it out. If I'm in the bathroom, I've pulled it out. If I'm at the dinner table, I've pulled my perfume out.
Hey.
Anywhere, I've pulled it out and I've let so many people like this is probably maybe my third bottle I've went through by just keeping it in my purse and making everyone spray it. Men, women, children if they want to.
There you go.
There you go.
Now,
Always and then also always promote yourself. You
yeah,
may not get no likes, you may not get no retweets, but people see it.
definitely.
they see it
They see it, they know about it, they hear
and
it.
they know about it. That's all you need to do. That's the easiest part of it. You don't need any screenshots or none of that. You don't need retweet. Well, you need retweets, but your timeline sees it. Your followers see it.
Right.
So
Okay. I like it.
that's
I
my
like it.
advice.
Well, again, I do thank you for coming on,
Thank you so much for having me.
and we definitely going to have this uploaded as soon as possible.
Oh, definitely let me know because I would love to put this on my page so that everyone, all of my followers can listen in and they can hear our conversation.
Okay, and we have the wonderful Stacey Warr.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome.
Before we close out, I just want to tell everyone to follow me on Instagram at the London USA, and you can head to my website at thelondonusa.com. Hashtag the London Way. Thank you for having me. I'm Stacey. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. No problem.